Dear learners, welcome back to your educational channel Learn and Educate. In this video, we would be studying about the obligations of public authority under the Right to Information Act. The Right to Information Act is an act which provides the effective mechanism for providing the information to the citizens of India from the public authorities. The public authorities have the obligation to provide the information to the citizens of India, and they have a right on the information under Article 19, Clause 1, Subclause A of the Constitution of India, which guarantees all the citizens of India about the freedom of speech and expression. At the same time, it gives confers on all the person under Article 21 a right to know, which include the right to receive information. Therefore, the obligations of public authority. The public authority is an authority which has been formed by the Constitution. Any authority or body which has been formed under any law made by the parliament or any other law which is made by the state legislature, and by notification, any body which is formed by issuing a notification or order made by appropriate government. Now the obligations of a public authority are: every public authority shall have the responsibility to maintain the records, with respect to cataloging, indexing, and which facilitates the right to information, ensures that all the records are appropriately computerized when the facility of the computerization is available and within the reasonable time for the purpose of availability of the resources, and connect those records duly maintained through a network all over the country with the different systems, so that the information is accessible to such records is available. It is provided. Section 4, subsection 1, clause B. To publish within 120 days of the enactment of the RT Act, to publish the particulars relating to the organization, the details related to organization setup of the public authority, to publish the details of all the powers and duties of its officers and the employees, to publish the duties which they perform as an employee, as an officer of that public authority, to publish the procedures which are being followed in the decision making process, which includes the channel of supervision, the channel of accountability, which person is accountable, which officer is accountable, what is the responsibility of a particular employee, and what are the procedure which is followed when the decision making is done with respect to the public authority, to publish the norms set up by the public authority, to publish the norms set up by the public authority for the discharge of their function. This must be published by the public authority. To publish the rules, to publish the regulations, the instructions, the manuals, the records which are been held, any document, any manuscript, any reproduction of an image, or any material which is produced by computer or by any other devices. That information, which includes the documents, memos, opinions, advice, the press release, the contracts, the logbooks, the reports, the papers, the model, the samples, and the data maintained in an electronic form, which is held by the public authority or which is under the control by the public authority, and that is used by the employees for discharging their functions, or the functions which has been under, as mentioned in the point 4 above. To publish a statement of the categories of the documents which are held by the public authority or are under the control of such public authority, to the details of the arrangement, the representation of the members of the public for the formulation of policy and the implementation of those policies must be published. To publish the statement of the board, to publish a statement of the council committees and the other bodies which consist of two or more persons for the purpose of advising, and whether the meeting has been conducted, then those meetings are open for the public, and the minutes of such meetings are been written, and those minutes are have an access to the public. to publish the directory of the officers of the public authority and the employees of the public authority, to publish the monthly remuneration, the salary, the remuneration which is received by each and every of its officers and the employees, and to publish any such system which of compensation as per the regulations, to publish the budget which has been allocated to each and every agency, to each and every department with respect to implementation of the plans, the proposed expenditure, and the reports of actual disbursement, to publish the execution, the manner in which the subsidies, the programs which are subsidized by the government have been executed, including which includes the amount which has been allocated, the beneficiary, the details of all the beneficiary who has received the benefit of the subsidiary, because at the end the public authority is there for the purpose of the fulfillment of the norms which has been mentioned by the parliament, or as per the constitution, or by the state legislation, or by the notification which is issued by the appropriate government. Therefore, whether the activities which is carried out are properly implemented or not, that needs to be ensured because of these details. To publish the particulars, to publish the particulars with respect to what, with respect to the receipts and of the concessions and the permits which has been authorized, the granted by it, to publish the particulars of the facilities available to the citizens for obtaining the information, including the working hours of the library, the reading room, which are been maintained for public use, and if maintained for public use, to publish the names, designation, and other particulars of the public information officers who would be providing the information to the public, to the citizens, to publish the names and the designations of the public information officers, to publish the information which are prescribed, and thereafter updates. The update on yearly basis needs to be done to all the publications. The publications must be updated year wise as per section 4 clause C. Publish all the relevant facts while formulating the important policies, announcing the decisions which are affecting the public must be published, to provide reasons for administrative and the quasi judicial decisions to the affected person, to provide the reasons why the administrative decisions or the quasi judicial decisions which are taken and which affects the person. Therefore, it is the responsibility of the public authority to maintain the information, to maintain though all those particulars, the organization, the functions, the powers and duties of officers, how the how it has been implemented, the norms which are set up for the purpose of discharging its function, and the every details regarding the subsidies, the programs conducted, and how the decisions affect, all those needs to be updated, kept, maintained, and published by the public authority.